this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Willis. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
This pass out wide to Hall. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
1st and goal, New York.
Back to throw, Fields. On the arc, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
A shotgun snap, Fields. His throw caught at about the 5. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
It's 3rd down and goal.
You got to, here we go. 319, that's right. That's right. EQ.
Here's Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami.
Okay, break.
Second and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Willis will look to pass again here. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Willis to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll run. Here's Devon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Ready? Dragon 60, Cowboy 80. Let go.
Willis will look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They go play action with Willis. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of a sack. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Back to throw, Willis. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Here we go, Slide.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Me, base. Why not? Hey, never mind. Monday. Right.
To throw is Fields. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Here we go. We're good. Green 19, just what? Is that right?
They'll run with Hall. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
Second and goal.
Here we go, Scott. Green 19, just what? Go. Right.
Now Fields. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Dolphins 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mustang, 60 Eagles, good! 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Stop low, AC! Ready!
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Willis looks to pass it here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down, New York.
Hey, out, let's go.
Fields now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Chips here.
Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Fields going to run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go. Green 19, right side.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Bates' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Wilson's got it complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
EQ! No loss, no loss.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
19 sight. Cougar 19.
Now Willis to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And running with power here. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 2nd and 6. Paul again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
319, just what?
They'll give to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now it's Fields. And check down complete to Hall. Fights loose. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
7 Pirates. 70.
Willis out of the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up the 4th down.
He was brought down by Jermaine Johnson. No
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Sanders' kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. With these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Easy. 3, 9, 11. Angel. Right.
Here's Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
11.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 2 yards to go, second down.
Here we go, son. Right. Press. Punch right. Hey, can. Right.
Back to throw, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
EQ! Right.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. For the lead, here's third and goal.
Here we go. You good. Watch right. 3-19. That's right. Up. EQ. Right.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Let's go now.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now a 2nd and 10. Option play. Here's Hall. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Now Willis. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
39-yard line.
Go!
Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Liking 18.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
A run straight ahead with Achan. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Hawk 70, Dragon 60, Cowboy 80, Viking 18. Ready.
Again, it's Achan. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Willis to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
60
line.
Bison, 60 Bison.
Up the middle, H.N. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now first and goal.
Let's go now.
H.N. will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple lateral